Hello and welcome to today's video. I'm Golden Gad. If you haven't met me before, I do League of Legends casting, as well as One Piece TCG content. So today we got an EB02 box because it's EB02 release day. I happen to get myself one of them using some of my store credit from one of my local game stores. So either way, ready to get into it, but if you have been here before in this channel, you know I always like to show off a little bit of what's going on with me. As you can see, the box is right here next to me, but we always do this special thing in this channel of showcasing some cool stuff I've gotten recently. And today, we've got a nice lot of cards here that I will be reordering real quick, just so there's no spoilers, but let's just begin. So first card here is Nico Olvia. This is the Regionals promo. A beautiful card, and if you know anything about me, I love Nico Robbins, so getting this card was a no-brainer, personally. But I actually also obtained a full playset of this card. So on top of me just having this one for the collection, I also went ahead and got a playset as well, so I can, you know, really bling out my Robin deck. And if there's any card in that deck to bling out, it is this one. So great to actually see that blinged out. Next we have the Yamato SP, beautiful card. I mean, look at, I just love these SPs. I know some people hate them, but I honestly really do like them. This Rebecca, beautiful, another SP to add to my collection. I mean, you've seen this card, I'm sure. It is one of the prettiest in all of One Piece, just because of how that glitter foil looks at the top sky area. Next, we got a classic, an OG. We got OP01 Nami, which honestly, when I first received it, I thought maybe could have been fake. I mean, the texturing looks beautiful and, like, you know, it's just slightly less than I imagined it would have, but I guess it is OP01. And also, one thing to note is because it's OP01, it actually doesn't have that little certification sticker at the bottom left. That's another reason why I was like, is this fake? But I know that sometimes they don't do them, and especially with OP01, I'm not sure if they actually were doing it back then, but I've looked at some pictures online, and I've concluded it is most likely real. So that's good. Did not get scammed out of my money here, so cool to see. We got Trafalgar Law. This is a alt-art from PRB, I believe, of the Starter Deck 10 Law, the one that Don -1, you get to trash cards from the opponent's hand. Just a sick art with him using Gamma Knife there. We got another SP in this stack of Rosinante, SP, of course, from OP09, so pretty sick here. This is obviously the one that people use less of. It's the one that gets to cheat out a 5-drop and then protects a bunch of 5-drops as well when it is rested. Next, we got One Piece Day Dallas, the Zoro promo, which everyone should have received. I just think it's a sick card. It's from the Egghead arc. And, yeah, Zoro never looked better IMO. And the next card will be a teaser of an upcoming video I'm planning on making and releasing quite soon, which is going to be decks I'm going to be playing in EB02. And let's just get into it. We got Kozuki Oden. Obviously, this is the EB01 Oden leader. And this is going to be actually one of my main focuses for this set, since I really enjoyed playing him, and I think he's a sick leader that is actually pretty well positioned in the meta. In my opinion, I think he has some really good matchup spreads. Really, the only difficult one, in my opinion, is Shanks being notably difficult, just because you can't get your Land of Wano characters to stick. You know, I've tried to play around with some protection options, so you'll have to see what my list ends up being, but for now, this is just a teaser. This is what I've obtained for this leader. On top of that, this is what I got from a local here, and he actually had this in his trade binder. I ended up trading PRB01 Eustace Captain Kidd, the purple one, for this card and this card together. So actually a pretty sick trade there. Obviously, two staples of Oden that you'll definitely be seeing in my deck. And the last one will be Otama, the 2K as well, another Land of Wano card. It is searchable, it is a 2K, makes sense, and you could get some power reduction that could allow you to remove something on board that is sticky. So, with that, that is enough of the showcase portion of this video, which happens every video, so always tune in for these, you know, box openings by me if you want to see more of what I'm collecting at this time. So, let's move on. So this is EB02, obviously a controversial set due to its dubious pull rates, you know. From what I've been gathering, the pull rate is basically you get 2 alt-arts per box and 6 SRs. 6 SRs being notably low, since most boxes are sitting at around 8 SRs in particular. So let's just say there's much less opportunity to get stuff like Sanji and Pudding, and in my case, Yamato, the 6-cost rush Yamato for Oden. So I'm hoping to pull parallel of either of those cards, just so I have an extra copy of it, basically. I know, it's weird, but parallels are the easiest ways to also get Secret Luffy, stuff like that. So we'll have to see what is in this box. All I know so far from this box is that my LGS was saying that so far no one has messaged them about getting anything super good out of these packs. So for all I know, it could be me. It could be me. And I've been seeing a lot of people picking up the manga, which is like weird. Also, I love this art. You know, just sick anime 25th collection. So maybe the manga is just more common. You know, more cases have them. Another card I'm looking to get is the red Searcher event, the 2-cost, because I actually am going to be using some of them. So we'll see what ends up happening here. As let's just start. Mad Treasure, All Hunt Ground. Unfortunately, this is an anime specific set. So I actually don't know many of the characters that are actually featured in this set, unfortunately. So like I don't know who All Hunt Grout is or Mad Treasure because they are anime filler arc only. And we got a Crocodile here. Look at top 3 cards. So it's basically a Boa effect or a Dofi effect if you return your own character. So definitely made for that Boa leader. Probably not going to be played because it's not a 2K. Play up to 1 Impel Down character. Okay, so that's for Magellan. We got Klabauterman. I don't know. It is definitely made for GP Luffy, but no one has really been experimenting with it. It's just too expensive and too unreliable for a blocker there. But it is a 1-cost blocker, which I think are super underrated in this meta. We got Germa 66, Copium, Reiju support. Oh, I spoiled it right there. We got Grandpa Rio. We got Porcus the Ace. Obviously, this is made for that BY Ace leader. Seems to be pretty good, and I think BY Ace players are pretty happy with this card, so gotta say that's a dub for them. And then lastly, we get our first one here. We are actually one I could use in Oden here, so pretty sick to pick it up first. I'm expecting to get 1 of each, but I know the pull rates are slightly more inconsistent with these Searcher events, so we'll have to see as we just continue on. Let's see, we got Gaimon, Crocodile, we got Miskina Olga, no idea who she's support for. This is more of a CP package for Lucci, Mad Treasure. We got without your help, I can't become the king of pirates. Very emotional scene there. Counter event for, I believe, I want to say it's for BY Luffy, to be honest, but it's kind of hard to say. I mean, Fordon is just insane, so I don't know who you're really using with this. Like you can only do Straw Hat Crew, so it'd have to be a yellow Straw Hat Crew leader. Robin, it won't work. There's BY Luffy. There's the upcoming blue-yellow Nami, which maybe you can make it work there. Jinbei, maybe. But that's Straw Hat Crew, so unless there's a good green Jinbei, I mean, it's just hard to say, to be honest. I don't really have a good use case for that card. Jonathan here, 7-9, vanilla. We got... And that's when somebody makes fun of their friend's dream. Okay, we got Nami, the Searcher here. Very crucial card here. And we got a Nico Robin. Beautiful card here. Obviously, these are both pieces in that GP Luffy deck. So, good to see them get picked up. Yeah, this set is really about the SRs because the rares, there's so few in this set. You end up picking up multiple copies of each in this box. Per box, basically. So, you'll have to, you know, bear with me as we get through these cards pretty slowly. But very quickly, we'll see them kind of duplicate, and we'll see the same thing over and over here. We got something new here. We got Cloven Rose Blizzard here for Chopper. Up to a total of 3 of your leaders or characters gain +1k. Then KO a 3 or less, 3,000 or less. So basically, it is exactly Chopper's leader effect, and it rests 3 Dawn, and it gives 1k. So you're basically getting all of Chopper's leader ability in one card, and then since it rests 3 Dawn, you get to attach another 3 Dawn to add the power even 1k more, and then you get to KO a Trump blocker. And honestly, not bad. I think it should be played in Chopper if you do end up liking that leader. Got Gum Gum Giant Pistol, very interesting card, but I think it's too expensive to see some play. We got Monkey D. Garp here for the Monkey D. Garp leader, so obviously some very targeted support there. And then we got Sabo, the Revolutionary Army 2K counter. Pretty good card, I'm not gonna lie. It does give, you know, basically on play you get to give something 2k, and then it's a 5k body, so I could really see it getting at least a little bit of play in Bello Betty, but I think the main target there is going to be actually the Sabo Black Red leader as a 2K option. We got Iceberg here. Iceberg, you know, getting a nice Gali Lost Searcher. Very nice. I'm looking to see also Carrot. Carrot's another deck I'm experimenting with, and I'd love to see some of that 2K counter Carrot because it is actually required for that deck now. And it really does kind of round out what the deck needed. The only thing it needs left is a tall, you know, a tall character in the Minx type, which it currently has 0. The tallest character is literally, ooh, nice pull here on the merry-go. The tallest character that's a Minx is literally, I don't even know. I guess the vanilla, probably. And then we got another ace here as we get the merry-go. I don't know why I'm separating ace from the rest, but these are like play. I guess I should do like not things I'm not playing versus things I might play with. You know, I don't know if I'm going to play GP Luffy. It's so crazy. It seems like such a deck that panders directly to my playstyle because I love playing Reiju, who just spits out like taller bodies for cheaper Dawn. Effectively cheaper Dawn and also Dawn minuses as a result for more extra power. But I just, it's so expensive. The Sanji putties are fucking crazy. I mean, I play yellow, right? So I should not be complaining about expensive decks. But that Secret Luffy is going to kill me, you know? We got Chopper Man. Great card in Chopper, the leader. Play up to 1 animal type character card with a cost of 3 or less. So there's some combo that someone cooked up that you can basically fill up an entire board off of one... basically one on play, so that's pretty interesting here. We got Karu, beautiful card. I love this card. I'm actually gonna separate that one just for the collection. We got 3-pace Hum Soul Notch Slash, which I think is actually potentially extremely good as a card. The only thing it's really missing is a trigger. Besides that, being able to give something -4 cost for 3 Dawn, you know, it's not Ice Age, but having the flexibility to also just KO something in a meta where your KO options as Lucci and Smoker are a little bit more limited than they were previously, since you're running things that kind of are slower paced. So I could see it being an interesting one. Okay, here, Carrot, a card I will definitely add to the playable pile, since I need to see 4 of those in this box. Okay, we got Hope here. And then Sanji, actually 2 cards I'm down to use. So that's the blue one, and then this is obviously a very playable yellow card, which I could see use in Nico Robin, to be honest. It does draw a card. It replaces itself. It's a blocker. I think it's just a tad expensive. If it was 4 Dawn, 5k body, I think it would be in a better spot. But being at 5/6, yes, you have the benefit of being able to swing into GP Luffy for no Dawn investment. But the downside of having it be a 5 cost means the best thing you want to play is a 4-drop, and there just aren't that many 4-drops in the Robin deck. So it kind of is at this awkward spot where if it was just 1 Dawn cheaper, I could see it being perfect. But since it is at that 5 Dawn spot, I just don't really like it as much. Got German 66. We got Grandpa Ryu. We got Kome. We got another Hope. So we're just loaded up on these blue events. And then Brook. So this one gets to basically cheat out a Laboon. Pretty interesting card there. All right, here we go. Another pack. So far we haven't hit anything. We are guaranteed 2 SRs, so we'll have to see if that happens. And the rest is all up to chance. I really want those SP leaders, especially Oden, because I actually think Oden's like default art is way better than his alt art. And we got Monkey D. Luffy, the leader. This is the terror that will terrorize you for the next month. You will have to see him. You'll what is it with Thanos? You know, dread him, run from him. He will arrive all the same. Okay, we got Kokoro no Chizu, the black version of that Searcher event. But yeah, GP Luffy is absolute menace. I mean, like, literally all of my things are catered around whether or not I can get around this one stupid Sanji Pudding combo into, like, 6-drop Luffy into I swing 4 times for 7k. Like, bullshit. Like, it's so difficult to deal with for most leaders, so... yeah, that's really been the puzzle of this meta. Okay, we got Usopp, pretty cool card here. And then we got our first SR here of the Jewelry Bonnie. So this is a very specific SR of specifically only for Jewelry Bonnie. Because, I mean, yeah, you can use it in other things, but there are cheaper ways to, you know, there's the 5-drop 6k body Bonnie that doesn't restand a Dawn. That is just probably a better card than this one. But if you're running Bonnie, I could see it being a good option there. But there is my first SR of the box, so... good to see that. We're not completely shafted. Got a little bit of action for us. And so let's just keep on going. Keep on keeping on. So, Let's go through this. Obviously, we've seen a lot of these cards already. This is what I mean. Much smaller set with a ton of SPs or SPRs. I don't know what they actually are referred to as, but it's those leaders with the gold foil. Got another 2K Carrot. We got another Nami Searcher. And then we got Us. Great song, by the way, if you haven't actually listened to it. But we're already at 5 of those Searcher events, which are beautiful. I can't even deny them. Like, they just look great. So, yeah. Just wonderful card there. We got Olga, Thousand Sunny, Chopper Man, Mad Treasure, Donachino, Sarfunkel. Obviously, you can combo this with Gaimon. Okay, here's our last 2K Carrot we needed, so that's good. Able to grab those up very easily. Germa 66. We got Jinbei Rare. And then we got the Peak. Oh, dude. So happy this is actually the Wano song. Obviously, if I'm going to use one in Odin, it's going to be this one. But, you know, that's a discussion for another day. I want to see how the list feels in person. I've been playing it a lot on the sim, and I feel like I've been having really good success with it. Into GP Luffy and Blackbeard, and you know, having good matchups into 2 of the 3 that I think will be in this triangle format, where Shanks beats GP Luffy destroys Blackbeard, but Blackbeard beats this control Shanks. So I think it's going to be in a pretty interesting spot where it can beat 2 out of the 3, and then the Shanks matchup you could win. But it really depends on if the Shanks bricks or not. So, you know, that's kind of the trade-off you do make. And I think that's a good spot to be if you are going to be this kind of more off-meta leader. Yeah, All Hunt Grout, Germa 66, got Vista, Kome, Sarfunkel, can't be the King of Pirates. We got another Robin, and we got SR, Sanji, and Pudding. This is going straight into the playables pile, but obviously in the SR variant. That's good to see. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone get multiple of the same SR in one box. But obviously that would be optimal for Sanji Pudding, considering it's $25 freaking right now. Or maybe more, I don't even know. There's also some interesting stuff you could do with Straw Hat variant of Nico Robin, where you Don minus more heavily. But it's kind of hard to, like, justify that, I feel. Because, you know, getting your curve feels so much better. But maybe there's an idea there to be able to kind of force out more. Okay, SR there on the Vegapunk. We have yet to see our parallel, and we're halfway through this box. That Vegapunk card is a menace. The real combo of Vegapunk now is if they have that one-cost event, I Rayquaza Your Help, in life. They grab it from life, they trigger it, they can pull out that Vegapunk. And if they're trying to survive, they can use this Vegapunk. If they see Shaka in the pile, they can play out a second blocker. Insane. Or, if they see Edison in the pile, they get to draw 2, trash 2, hand filter to get some more counter. There are many good options. You can even run things like Atlas, and then now you have a 6k body on the next turn to swing with if you're an advantage. It really does open up the card a lot. And also, Pythagoras can also pull this Vegapunk out of trash. So even when you get rid of it, if they play out Pythagoras and you have to swing into Pythagoras, they could play out this Vegapunk, and then they're cheating out a body. So you effectively, the only thing you gain out of swinging into Pythagoras is 1 card out of Vegapunk's hand, which is actually valuable, but it definitely makes your decision-making a lot more difficult, and that's why Vegapunk, I feel like, is in a better spot than before. The decision paralysis he causes is definitely much more prominent now that that 5-drop Vegapunk is in the game. We got Carrot. Okay, there's going to be a leader pack, so nothing too crazy. Got Luffy again. Tony Chopper. Great for Tony Chopper leader. And then we got Buggy. This is obviously going to be very, very prominent once that Zoro leader comes out. Maybe not. I'm not sure because it is searchable, so I'm not too sure. But it does have double attack if there's no other Buggy characters, so which is a weird restriction. I'm not too sure what they were trying to prevent. Like, what other Buggy characters are there? I mean, besides, I guess if you're running Blue-Green Zanji, you cannot use the 1-cost 2k Buggy, but, like, that's about it. I don't know. I'd have to think about it more. Just because it's a little bit of a weird effect. I don't know why that's even there. I guess, oh, so you can only play one, you can't have multiple double attack swingers, I guess is the main thing. You got Cloven Rose Blizzard, Hilden, Kome. Oh, wait, but you can only, oh, I guess you can't chain them. I guess that's the point. You can't chain double attack and a double attack and a double attack. because that would be scary. Got Roronoa Zora, great card there, and another Marigo. So we're getting most of our GP Luffy stuff in this box so far. That's actually pretty solid. We haven't seen Frankie yet, which I know is also a rare. It's a little bit frustrating that all of GP Luffy's deck is a rare, so you won't see most of it as you're going through this kind of bulk. Got another Iceberg there, Bluno, Donachino. I mean, we're seeing the same cards, man. This set is not the most fun to open up on video because there's just not that much variety. We get another Hope. Okay, I know. One of our parallels here is just going to be that 3-cost Arlong. Pretty interesting card, you know. It has a ton of text, which I will read in just 1 second. So let me buckle down here. If your leader has the Fishman or East Blue type, so think of Arlong leader, think of Kuro leader, think of, I think the Zoro leader upcoming will have it as well, and this is also a slash character. Give up to 1 Dawn to your leader, then up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less cannot be rested until the end of your opponent's next turn. Cannot be rested. Oh, and since it can't be rested, it can no longer block or attack. That's what it is. So pretty cool card there. That definitely changes the pressure that an Arlong can put out. You know, Arlong's already like a kind of gung-ho swing face leader. So having something like that that's cheap, that can kind of neutralize a threat, is actually very prominent. Now we got another Chopper Man. Olga. We got Karu. We got Jonathan. Got your help, Hilden, Klabauterman. Okay, we got brand new world, so we've gotten most of each color. And we got Rosinante, obviously exclusive to that Rosinante leader. That one is pretty interesting. It basically cheats out a body. As far as I remember, you may rest 1 Dawn card if your leader is Rosinante. You get to play a 2-cost rested. And then place the rest from the at the bottom of your deck. So doesn't cost a card, and it just is 1 Dawn per turn to be able to spit out another character. Not bad there at all. We got Thousand Sunny, Soga King, Donachino. Man, same exact cards. This set is grueling. Okay, another brand new world. And we got another 2K counter Sabo. I don't know. Moved him back over that. Yeah, okay, perfect. Just talking to myself a little bit there. Excuse me. We still haven't seen our second parallel, so... And we still haven't seen most of our SRs, so they really are stuffed at the bottom of this box. We still got 3 more here. All Hunt Grout. We got Fake Straw Hat Crew, which is actually a great card in Sanji. It is a brick, unfortunately, which is probably the only big downside. Hilden. 3-pace Hum Slash, or Notch Slash. We got Portly's the Ace, and another one of our SRs here is the Trafalgar Law. I haven't seen anyone pull multiple of the same SR in a box, so... It seems like they purposely made it so you can only pull 1 of each. Well, there's more than 6, right? So you pull 1 6 times, but they're all different. So you can't like get a playset of 1 by off chance here. So a little bit more restrictive of a set that I just don't enjoy as much. But I wanted to pick up 1 box anyways just to see how it feels, and turns out it feels like crap. I got Robin here, and another Kokoro no Chizu. Man, I am stacking up on these events. I swear I have never seen anyone else pull this many. This freaking many, man. Like, this is 8? No, 9. This is 9 of them. Or maybe 10 in 1 box. That is absolutely insane. Okay, here we go. We got like 5 packs left, and we got 2 SRs and a parallel left. So, 2 of these packs may be duds, or maybe a secret. Or maybe a manga in these boxes. Or maybe an SR. I don't know. Or an SP, excuse me. So we'll have to see if we end up pulling any of that good stuff here. Sarfunkel, Jonathan, Grandpa Ryu, Nami. Okay, great. On the searcher there. And another SR here of the Arlong once again. So that means we have just 1 more SR in this box. And then obviously 1 more parallel that are guaranteed. I'm hoping for Yamato. I'm hoping for Charlotte Pudding, or Pudding and Sanji Pudding. That's what it is. Sanji Pudding, or, you know, the Secret Luffy. But I know there's only 3 per box, so better luck next time, usually. Most of the time. Wow, these are the same cards. It's actually frustrating. Okay, we got Buggy and Rosinante. Okay, so nothing too crazy in that one. We got 3 packs left. I always go a zipper strategy. I go back and forth on this box, so we're always in a little bit of a different order here. As I think I just saw some shine, but I believe that is an SR, so we're going to get our last SR here in this pack. I'm hoping for either NL or Yamato. If I get no Yamato, that's just depressing. I wasn't planning on playing Odin tonight anyways, but I'm going to have to pick up those Yamatos eventually anyways. Usopp. Okay, okay, let's go. Let's freaking go. That is the hit of the set. So that's one. There's only 3 of these in a case. So I just doomed this box. No, just kidding. I just doomed this. I doomed everyone else. I'm sorry. But just like that, we pull some fire, some heat. Whew. Man, I was not expecting that. I saw the shine on the back. I just assumed it was an SR. Turns out it is that secret rare Luffy. This guy hits like a train, like a bus. Like it is insane. If you haven't played against GP Luffy and you play against this with like max 10 Dawn starting at the turn, holy moly, just like end it all. Like it is miserable to play against. But seeing that in my box means there's still one more hit here of the parallel in one of these last two packs here, and I believe we still have one more SR, right? So both of these packs should be quite loaded, so we'll see. Olga, Chopper Man, Mad Treasure, Donachino, Klabouter Man, Gum Gum Giant Pistol, Sarfunkel, got Carrot, Brook is our rare. Okay, let's freaking go. First Yamato, secured, just like that. I needed that. Okay, now we got our final pack. Last pack magic, we got the parallel. There are 2 main options. Sanji Pudding or Yamato. I don't care which one, but I'd prefer the Yamato, honestly. I know Sanji Pudding's expensive, but I'm not planning on playing GP at the moment, so give me that Yamato. I swear. I don't think the secret substitute's a parallel, so it should be just a guaranteed parallel here. Okay, we got Germa66, Jonathan. Okay, we got that We Are event here, so another one of those green ones. What? I guess the secret can substitute a parallel. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. There's no way. Dang. Okay, well, good to know. You can get a box like this where you get only 1 parallel and 1 secret. Yeah, I did end up getting my 6. So a little bit unfortunate there, only getting 1 parallel here, but at the very least, it was a pretty sick secret card there. Not going to be able to pull anything else in this one. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. As we pretty much got 1 of each, and then a couple dupes of the blue one. I mean, a couple. We got, what, 3? It's pretty crazy. Let me actually see how many I got. So I got 2 greens. I got 2 purples, 1 red, 1 yellow, 2 blacks, 3 blues. That's insane. Let me make sure there's nothing I missed in any of these packs. So we got Robin, Zoro. We got a lot of things for our playsets, so that's pretty good. And then on top of that, most of our rares we did end up picking up. Just went straight into this pile here. Like nobody's business. Got 2 Luffy leaders, so you'll know that you do get 2 Luffy leaders. One, you can have one for yourself and one for your friend. And then a shit ton of bulk that is the exact same card multiple times. So unless you need one of them, yeah, you know, a little bit shafted in this box. I would have liked to see 2 parallels, but I did not know that if you get a secret, it counts for one of your parallel slots. I guess it's only the SR and the manga that really go over that 2 slot limit. But I'm happy with that secret because that saves so much money. That secret is going to be at least $35 forever, in my opinion. Could be even more than that. Not sure. I know right now it's sitting at like 80 bucks, but that is kind of day 1 prices, and these prices were similar in OP10, and that set wasn't even that popular / good. So I just expecting that to be kind of the norm since it's such a slow pull rate as well. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. But either way, that is the end of the video. I don't have anything else to showcase. Shout out to everyone who supports me. I always enjoy having some interactions in the comments. And EB02 is definitely a meta and a set that is meant to be talked about for good or for bad. So we'll have to see how that ends up shaking up. But that's all from me. If you liked, please like and subscribe. I try and put out a video a week. I know last week I was kind of slacking, but I actually did record a video. I just didn't have time to sit down and release it. So expect that down the pipeline eventually, but I want to get this one out a little bit earlier than that one. So that's going to get pushed back on the back burner as we release this video first. So just know there's more to come from the Golden Gad channel. Either way, thanks for watching. Golden Gad out.